Hello everybody, I'm Josh Johnson, Superintendent at Valley City Public Schools, and joined on Hi-Lights during this important Mental Health Awareness Week with Lacey Majerus.
Hi.
Thanks for joining, and have an opportunity today to interview Lacey and talk about the importance of mental health in Valley City. Lacey, you've been part of helping us to plan the events of this week and helping to raise awareness for mental health, and we've had a lot of things that have been going on, from activities in the elementary school to special days in the high school, and hanging banners and hot chocolate. I know student council was doing different things, and last night we were able to host some music and entertainment, and had some food with our service organizations, and so there was a lot happening, and so again centered around mental health, and we're just happy that you were able to be part of that and to help us organize for that. So just a quick introduction of Lacey. Lacey, over the last 6 months, I've admired your courage, bravery, and the awareness that you've helped to provide to not only the students in our school district, but the community. And so talk to us a little bit about maybe the journey of the last 6 months and kind of your mission as part of helping to raise awareness, suicide prevention, and talk a little bit about that.
Okay. Well, I lost my son, Landon Storley, to suicide on May 7th. Completely unexpected. It made me want to see what I could have done differently, or see what I could do to help anyone else who may be struggling. So maybe just some words of encouragement that I would have for anyone that is struggling is to just talk about how you're feeling, be completely honest with people, because if you're not honest, you know, they can't help you to their fullest capacity. Know that what you're feeling, it's not permanent. You're in the beginning of a very long, fun, fulfilling life, and know that these feelings will pass too. Trauma happens to everyone, and our bodies and brains process traumas differently. So even if it doesn't feel like it's that big of a deal to you or someone else, know that we do process things differently, and it is trauma, and your feelings are validated and real. And know that it's okay to be not okay, but don't be afraid to reach out and ask for help. You don't have to navigate your mental health journey alone. And parents, don't be afraid to have the difficult conversation with your children. Ask specific questions, lead by example, by demonstrating and expressing your feelings, and hopefully our children will learn to do the same.
Lacey, I hope that we're going to have many that are going to be following and watching this, and two things that really stand out to me over the last 6 months, and one, the impact that Landon's life has had, and we recognize that amongst this tragedy, just the stories that were told, and Landon and the friendships that he had, and how he influenced his classmates, but really again how he influenced our school and our community, and I think that was loud and clear. I think the other thing that was really evident, and again goes back down to the courage and bravery that you exhibited, and the messaging that you provided for Landon's friends amongst that tragedy was incomprehensible, and so many people recognize that, Lacey, as well, and so we just thank you, commend you, and you've done so many things already advocating to this, and so these words are extremely powerful encouragement to parents. And I think we know that there's these stigmas associated with mental health, and so we definitely internalize it, and are afraid to talk to somebody and to have those conversations, whether that be a teacher, a counselor, or whether it be a parent, and so I think your encouragement there is just super strong.
I also wanted to say you are not a burden. I think a lot of people don't want to talk about their feelings because they feel like they're a burden. and I promise you that you are not a burden. Reach out to someone that you love and ask them how much they love you, and I promise you that you will find out that you are loved more than you know and not a burden.
So as we think forward, and you know, it's great to have weeks and helping to raise awareness, but again, we know that after this week is done and the events are concluded, that we're going to have those days, and those days that are challenging for each and every one of us. And again, we know that mental health is not a child or a youth issue. It's not specific to a gender, a race, a specific religion, occupation. It impacts everybody. And so after this, thoughts just relative to programs and services and ways that people can reach out and maybe get support if needed.
Yes, so as a school and community, I think that it would be good for us to continue to talk openly about mental health, some of the disorders, and try to stop the negative stigma that is surrounded by mental health. There are lots of services available in Valley City, medical and mental health professionals, counselors, therapists, the Access for All program at the school, the counselors at the school. That would be a great place to start, is just reaching out to your school counselor, talking to your family care doctor and letting them know what's going on, and they can help get you pointed in the right direction. One thing that City County Health is doing is the teen mental health first aid class, and I know they have one this Saturday that I'm planning on attending, but I feel like that's maybe something they do more than once.
Yeah, correct.
But okay, so that would be a good thing, and just learn what we can about mental health and love and support each other.
And I think just hearing you talk about supports and the services that are available, again, just stands out to me as just communicate, reach out, and again, whether that is a student of ours or whether that's a parent who's recognizing changes in individuals. And from a school standpoint, we have some programs and services. You mentioned the Access for All program, which is supported through our Education Foundation, helps to serve all of our students' needs, K-12. But in addition to that, we have other wonderful services here in Valley City. And so again, I think it's for us getting past the stigmas with mental health and helping people to recognize that it's okay to not be okay, and that it's okay to be able to reach out. And it's tough when you put somebody in a position to be vulnerable with challenges that they're experiencing. And again, Lacey, I just can't say enough relative to your courage and where you've gone since May 7th and losing Landon, and just how you have communicated and advocated for everybody, for your own kids, for Brenna, and but also for Landon's friends and the rest of the students in our school district and community as well. And so we just thank you so much for doing everything that you've been doing and helping to raise this awareness. And I think it just another telling thing is just a reminder to everybody. We oftentimes in schools hear about how we are interacting with one another and these impacts that we can have, and by being kind and friendly to other people, you can have a significant impact on somebody else's day. And it can have the reverse effect of that with bullying, harassment. We hear a lot about the isolation that our students at this school age have with technology and social media. And so I think it's just another good reminder of this week to make sure that we're very mindful of the words, the things that we say, that we do, how we treat people. And you know, we have a choice to make every day, and we can treat people with kindness and we can build them up, or we can tear them down.
Yes.
And so
one thing I guess that I'd like to add is I've been on a mental health journey my whole life since I've lost Landon. I've been focusing a little more on myself and my mental health, and some things that are so important that I've learned are sleep. You need to make sure you're getting enough sleep and take the time to be mindful and present in the moment. You know, don't be thinking about yesterday or tomorrow or whatever. Focus on what's going on right now in front of you. And I've also just really been mindful of focusing on the positive in everything, and that has really helped to bring my make me happier instead of focusing on the negative, by focusing on the positives.
Yeah, and I think you said it earlier as well, is that more than we know of people struggle, have our challenges, and
Everyone.
it's the day-to-day. And so likewise, the challenges that I've experienced have going through life and going through different occupations and having kids and the stressors of those that are related relative to it as well. And so the more that we can do to talk about it and to reach out and have those conversations with people that are willing to listen. And I think we've just talked a lot about, there's a lot of people out there that are willing to listen and to have that conversation and provide support. So Lacey, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks for being part of Mental Health Awareness Week for us. Thank you for helping to tell Landon's story, to help make sure, again, that he is not forgotten, that the impact that Landon had and is continuing to have on our school district, on our students, his classmates, is extremely profound. And so we'll continue this journey while the Mental Health Awareness Week is concluding today. We have the training coming up with City County Health. We're going to continue to work and to make sure that our students, our staff members, our community is supported.
Awesome.
So thank you so much, and thanks for
Thank you.
joining us. We appreciate your support for Mental Health Awareness Week.
Go Highliners.